5 signs someone is secretly broke and how to build real wealth. They're drowning in debt, living paycheck to paycheck, and one financial hiccup away from disaster. And hey, I'm not here to call anyone out, unless your name is Chad and you've been flaunting that leased Maserati around the neighborhood. In that case, you know what you did, but seriously, what if you are doing some of the same things? Wouldn't you want to know? So today, we're diving deep into 5 signs that someone is secretly broke, plus what you can do to flip the script and build lasting wealth. Not fake wealth, not Instagram wealth, but real, sustainable freedom. Sound good? Cool? Let's get into it. And hey, if you learned something useful in this video, hit that like button and subscribe for more. Oh, and maybe share this with that one cousin who always talks about crypto, but still borrows money for gas. Sign number 1. They confuse income with wealth. Let's kick things off with a common trap that a lot of people fall into, confusing high income with actual wealth. Just because someone earns a big paycheck doesn't mean they're financially secure, and it definitely doesn't mean they're building wealth. But you'd be surprised how many people equate a flashy salary with long-term financial success. Spoiler alert, it's not the same thing. Let's look at this example. Meet Jason and Luis. They both graduated from college around the same time and took different paths in life. Jason works in a fast-paced marketing firm in a major city. He's making $150,000 a year, great money by most standards. He wears designer suits, just upgraded to the newest iPhone, and drives a leased BMW. His Instagram is full of rooftop brunches, weekend getaways, and treat-yourself moments. On the surface, it looks like he's made it. But behind the scenes, Jason's living paycheck to paycheck. Between rent, student loans, credit card debt, and lifestyle expenses, he barely saves anything. Retirement, he'll think about that later. Emergency fund, non-existent. Now let's look at Luis. He's a high school math teacher earning $65,000 a year in a mid-sized town. Not glamorous. But here's the thing, Luis is disciplined. He bought a modest house within his means, drives a reliable used car he paid off years ago, and automatically invests 15% of every paycheck. He even picks up some tutoring gigs on the side and throws that extra money straight into a Roth IRA. Fast forward 10 years. Jason's still climbing the corporate ladder, but he's exhausted and constantly stressed about money. Meanwhile, Luis has built a $200,000 investment portfolio, owns his home outright, and is on track to retire early if he wants to. The lesson? Income is just a tool. Wealth is the result of how well you use it. It's not about how much you make. It's about how much you keep and what you do with it. If someone flashes a 6-figure salary but has no savings, no investments, and no long-term plan, they're not wealthy. They're just running faster on the same hamster wheel as everyone else. Wealth is built quietly. It's the product of smart decisions, not flashy spending. Sign number 2, they spend to impress. Let's talk about the status spenders. You know the type. If it's not Gucci, it's garbage. If it's not a $5,000 vacation, it's not relaxing. Ever heard someone say, "I deserve it"? Translation, I have no self-control and I'm about to justify this $2,000 handbag. Here's the thing, it's not wrong to enjoy nice things. I love a good vacation and a well-made leather jacket as much as the next person, but when every purchase becomes a flex, that's not abundance, that's insecurity with a side of interest payments. I once knew a guy, let's call him Tyler. Tyler had the shoes, the truck, the investor vibe. You'd swear he was doing 6 figures in crypto alone. Turns out, he was renting everything, the truck, leased, the watch, bought on credit, the investments. Just a Robinhood account with 3 shares of GameStop. Don't get me wrong, there's nothing wrong with wanting nice things. But when your purchases are for the gram and not for your goals, you're secretly broke. Sign number 3. No financial discipline. Ah yes, the impulse buyer. Can't pass up a sale. Spends $80 on brunch without blinking. Buys gadgets they use once. And before you think I'm judging, been there. I used to be the king of treating myself. Every paycheck felt like monopoly money. But here's the thing. Real wealth doesn't come from treating yourself. It comes from disciplining yourself. I started using a budget app just to see where my money goes. Spoiler alert, it was going to tacos, tech and Target, so I cleaned it up. I automated my savings, set limits on eating out, and gave every dollar a job. Did it feel restrictive at first? Yeah, but 6 months later, I had paid off 2 credit cards, saved $5,000, and finally felt like I was getting ahead. Discipline isn't about deprivation, it's about direction. Sign number 4, chasing quick wins. Ever meet someone who's always on to the next big thing? They were flipping sneakers last week, now they're into NFTs, and tomorrow they're launching an Amazon dropshipping business. They're not building wealth, they're chasing it. Here's a rule I live by. If it sounds too good to be true, it probably is. Wealth doesn't come from trends, it comes from consistency, investing in your retirement, paying off debt, starting a side hustle that grows steadily over time. Get-rich-quick schemes are like fireworks, flashy, loud, and burn out fast. You know what's sexy instead? Compound interest, passive income, long-term gains. Boring, maybe, but boring buys freedom. Exciting often just buys problems. Sign number 5, no financial plan. If you've got no plan, you're winging it. And when you wing it, you wait. You wait for your tax return to fix everything. You wait for a promotion. You wait for the lottery. You wait for Uncle Joe to hook you up. Spoiler alert, Uncle Joe's broke too. The truth is, no plan means no progress. A real financial plan doesn't need to be complicated. It just needs to exist. That means knowing how much you spend each month, having a debt payoff strategy, setting savings goals, investing regularly, preparing for taxes, emergencies, and yes, even retirement. No plan, no direction. And when you're directionless, broke is the default. How to go from secretly broke to financially free. First of all, no shame. Seriously, most of us didn't grow up learning how to budget, invest, or build wealth. But that stops now, because here's the good news. You can fix this faster than you think. Here's where to start. Step 1, track your spending. Use an app, a spreadsheet, or even paper. Know where your money is going. Step 2, build an emergency fund. Start with $1,000. Then work your way up to 3 to 6 months of expenses. Step 3, pay off high-interest debt. Credit cards are wealth killers. Focus here before investing big. Step 4, automate savings and investing. Even 50-month adds up. Start now. Let compound interest work for you. Step 5, make a plan and stick to it. Set goals. Review them monthly. Make adjustments. Stay consistent. Your turn. What are you going to do today? I want you to think about something. What would your life look like if you didn't have to worry about money? What if you could say yes to opportunities? Travel, help others, retire early? You can have that. But you've got to start acting like someone who builds wealth, not someone who just looks like it. Forget the image. Build the reality. If you want real financial peace, you've got to take real steps. No hacks, no tricks, just consistent, smart choices. Listen, being secretly broke isn't about income, it's about mindset, habits, intentionality. You don't have to keep pretending, you can start becoming. So, here's what I want from you. Drop a comment below and tell me one money habit you're committing to this month. Let's build some accountability. And remember, no one is coming to save you, but you. You've got what it takes to save yourself. Start today, subscribe, and share this with someone who needs it. And I'll see you in the next video.